Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. And as you can see in today's video, we have a head-to-head. And the head-to-head is Wingtips. What we have here on the left is Carlos Santos. And what we have here on the right is Alan Edmonds. Both, as you can see, are Wingtips, aka full brogues. In other words, they have full broguing, which are these holes along the toe. It's a wingtip toe right here along the vamp, and of course on the heel as well. Full brogues. So I purchased, if you go back to one of my previous videos, I purchased these Alan Edmonds at a nice discounted price. I believe it was the second pair of Alan Edmonds I purchased. They are a dark brown color. It is the Whitney model. Let's see if we can get a shot of that. It's the Whitney model. I have this light in front of me because I'm trying to get the best quality video. It's the Whitney model, and full 360 degree Goodyear welt. And they are pretty comfortable, actually. They have no complaints about the comfort. The leather is good quality, of course, as you would expect from Alan Edmonds. And you can see here, the creasing here along the toe. Get that shot there. The creasing along the toe here, it's not very sharp. It's kind of, I could say like a dull creasing. It's not very sharp. So in other words, I can easily, put some shoe trees in there and maybe stretch them out and get that crease, to be lessened. So this is the Whitney model. And over here, a very recent purchase is Carlos Santos. And I bought these from the Noble Shoe online. Gentleman by the name of Costas is the supplier of these. I won't say supplier, but he is the proprietor of the Noble Shoe. So these are very good. Okay, so let's do a comparison. First of all, let's talk about the fit. As I said, these are very comfortable. They fit my foot perfectly. This is a size 10 that I have in these. And these actually are 10 and a half. So they're a little bit looser, but very, very, very minute amount. Like you wouldn't expect from going from a 10 to a 10 and a half. It's not that. It's more like a 10 and a 10 and a quarter to me, as far as the fit on my foot. So it's very comfortable to wear. Both of them are very comfortable. In the toe box area, surprisingly, they're about the same, because if you look here at the toes, you can see that the Alan Edmonds is a little more, it seems to be a more wide shoe, especially at the very, very tip of the toe. It's wider than the Carlos Santos. But as far as roominess in the toe box, they're very comparable. So I'd say they are equally, as far as the fit for me, they are on the equal playing ground. So I like that. Now the look I have to give to the Carlos Santos, I guess because of the color. To me, this is a more rich color. It's not quite as dark. I mean, this is a dark brown. I guess you could say this is a medium brown. But the tones of this are much better. I like this tone better than these dark brown. And you really have to have a tremendous amount of light to actually tell that these are dark brown, because they, dark lighting, they actually look black. The other thing I like is the broguing on the Carlos Santos. You can see that it's at the edges, it's more smooth. And I know this was intentional with the Alan Edmonds, but when you get this type of edge treatment. It's like a little shark tooth type treatment. And then that really makes the shoe casual. I mean, there's no way you're going to wear this with a suit, right? You're on top of already being a full brogue, which makes it more casual as well. But, this with the suit will just not work at all. This one, you could probably get away with it because, like I said, the lines are more smooth, and it's just a cleaner look. So I'd say that for versatility, this one is more versatile than this one. So let's look at what else we have. The stitching on the welt is very broad, a broad stitch density. I don't know what that is per inch. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7 per inch. And this may be, 10 to 12 maybe. So, which again adds to the aesthetics, adds to the clean look. And one thing with mini shoes, why some people would prefer a 270-degree welt as opposed to a full 360 is that allows the heel and to be placed more cleanly on the heel cap. All right, you can see that because that stitching goes all the way around on that Allen Edmonds, stitching goes all the way around, the heel doesn't sit as cleanly. It's not a clean look from the rear compared to the Carlos Santos. So I say that's a plus on the Carlos Santos. Now, the Whitney came with this sort of half rubber sole. And the issue I have with it is it did not go all the way to the toe, which of course is probably the first thing to wear or to show some signs of wear is the very, very toe cap. So, a toe cap would have fit there perfectly. But I did like that it had the rubber here on the sole, but I don't like that it did not have the full coverage of the toe. I've worn these shoes, of course, much more than these, and they've worn pretty well. I don't wear much now anymore since I've gotten, nicer shoes. But for, a little casual, throw on some jeans and put them on, they will work just fine. So now what I had done to the Carlos Santos shoes was I added a sole protector. And as you see, is a full half sole protector. It's not necessary to cover this part because this part will probably never get any wear on it unless you're, standing on a curve or something with this portion of your foot. And why you would be doing that, I don't know. But I had this done at Houston Shoe Hospital. It's more of a trial run for them because I had been searching for some cobblers in the area, and there were some, closer to downtown or on the west side of town, close to Galleria. And Houston Shoe Hospital had a branch down here closer to me, which is about 15 minutes away. So I decided to give them a shot, and it came out pretty good. Time will tell whether it will wear nicely or not, or, even come off or whatever. But from the looks of it, it looks pretty good. I also like how along the edge here, they kind of beveled. They beveled the edge instead of making it like a square coming straight down from the sole of the shoe. They beveled it at an angle, so it gives it a nice clean look, and it looks like it was it came like that from the factory. So I like that. So they did a pretty good job. I didn't bother with the sole protector because the sole is stacked. So once this leather, there's a leather piece here, and then above that is this rubber part which is also this part at the very back of the heel. That's the same piece that runs there. So as this wears down, this can just be popped off and replaced with another piece of leather right on top of that rubber part. Or you can just replace, these two stacks. They can be replaced. So there we go. So there isn't much more to talk about. I'm going to talk about the comfort of all these shoes here as recommended by one of you in the comments section from a couple of videos ago. As far as comfort, these are comfortable. These are comfortable. I give the slight edge to these because they're a little more roomy, just by a smidgen. And I'm not sure if these were in a 10.5, then they would probably be a little too roomy compared to these. So yeah. Also, I talked about the leather on this one. This shoe is actually heavier by quite a bit, actually. It's heavier than this Whitney. And maybe, maybe more material. It may be more material. Maybe not. But it seems to be more solid than this one. And I would guess it's in this area here. I don't know if it's, part of the construction, but it just feels heavier in this area. It feels more solidly built. Even though it's solid and it's heavier, it's actually light on the foot to wear. It's light wearing. So I like it. I like this shoe a lot. Carlos Santos, full brogue. I forget what the actual model number it is. But it's not, there's two grades. One is a hand grade, which is more expensive than this one. And this is the lower line. And with the hand grade, you get, closed channel stitching. So that's one way you can tell. So there we have it. I give the edge to the Carlos Santos, but actually by not much. It may be an Allen Edmonds brogue out there. I haven't really looked. That is not quite as casual as this one. That will probably be a better comparison. But for what's in my closet currently for full brogues, I'm going with Carlos Santos. All right. Thanks, guys, for watching. And please stay tuned because I have more videos being released. It's been a few weeks since I last did a video, and I've been trying to get some lighting, trying to get my equipment together to make the videos better. So you can see these beautiful shoes in better lighting. And maybe you get to appreciate them like I do. So stay tuned for the next video because the next one is going to be something different. It is shoe wear, but it's different. All right. So I hope you guys like this video. If you did, please like it. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and leave a comment. Actually, leave a comment if you have any full brogues, full wingtips in your closet. Let me know what brand they are and what you think about them and how versatile do you think they are. All right. So we'll catch you guys on the next video. Later.